Hi there, I'm Ed from Microsoft and today I'm with ACS, and in this video series we're going to be looking at Surface devices. These Surface devices right here. We're going to talk about each device and look at their features and benefits and try and help you decide which Surface device is best for you. So in this video we're going to be looking at one of my personal favorite Surface devices, and that is the Surface Book 3. The Surface Book 3 was designed to be a powerhouse product, something which could offer not just portability but also the performance to do pretty much any task. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So here we go, the Surface Book 3, once again in that plain packaging designed for sustainability. So here we go. Now a lot of you might have seen Surface Books previously, and you'll know that has that very unique style. So before I jump into this one, first of all, you'll notice this is actually the 15-inch version. There are two versions of the Surface Book 3. You can have it in a 13.5 and a 15-inch. We'll do a size comparison in just a moment. One of the things that instantly draws people's eyes with the Surface Book 3 is this hinge on the back. Now this is called the fulcrum hinge. Now without getting too technical, a fulcrum is a balancing point. And when you open the device up, you'll notice that as we open up, this hinge actually kind of rolls open like tank tracks. And as you open the device, it actually makes the footprint of the device longer, which actually stops it from toppling backwards. So some insane innovation that goes into the design of these products. Don't just make a hinge, make a fulcrum hinge, something which actually balances and increases the footprint of the device. So with that aside, what is the point of the Surface Book 3? Well, like I said, it is designed for power and performance. The sort of people that are going to be buying the Surface Book 3 are people that need to be doing heavy CPU intensive tasks, maybe engineers, designers, architects, creative individuals, or maybe just power users, people that are using Microsoft Office to the nth degree. And this can achieve this because it has its own standalone GPU. So in this part of the device right here, and I'm specifying this part because this device does have a party piece, in here we've got an NVIDIA GPU. You can either have an NVIDIA GTX or an NVIDIA Quadro RTX GPU. Now if you don't know your GPUs too much, the Quadro RTX is an incredibly powerful graphics processor capable of doing really intensive tasks. Now I did specify the difference between this part of the device and this part of the device, and there is a good reason for that. This may look like a laptop, but it is actually a 2-in-1. So if I can just unlock the device quickly and I can show you this device's party piece. We've got a button just next to the delete key that shows a little arrow showing how we can detach the device. We press the button, we wait for the light to go green, and then we can actually remove the screen from the device. So effectively, we now have a tablet. Now, obviously, there are batteries in the type cover, there are batteries in the screen. This gives a combined battery life of over 17 hours. And when you consider how powerful this device is and how still relatively lightweight it is for the amount of performance and battery it has, this is a fantastic product for people that need that power and performance but also need to be mobile. So the maximum specification of a Surface Book 3 could be up to 32 gigs of RAM and up to 2 terabytes of solid state storage. All of this powered by a 10th generation Intel quad-core processor between an i5 and an i7, and of course with that NVIDIA GeForce or NVIDIA RTX Quadro GPU creates an absolute powerhouse of a package. So I said I'd give you a size comparison between the 13.5 and the 15-inch Surface Book 3s. Now personally I'm using the 13.5, but I do absolutely love the size and the scale of the 15-inch. If we bring them together, again, you can see that huge difference, not just in the screen size, but then also in terms of the area that you've got down here. The 15-inch, again, if you are working on things such as graphic design, architecture, engineering, and you do require that larger screen, then absolutely the 15-inch would be for you. If you find yourselves being more of a power user, using things like Office applications or coding, development, that sort of thing, but you still need that power and performance, then of course maybe the 13.5-inch could be a better fit. But personally, I don't think you can go wrong with either of the Surface Book 3s. So, what about some of the essential accessories for your Surface Book 3? Well, of course, with a device that is designed for heavy CPU intensive tasks, whether it be design, engineering, then of course you might want to consider having a Surface Pen. Now, of course, the Surface Pen, again, is not unique to the Surface Book 3. Again, compatible with all Surface devices with the exception of the Surface Laptop Go. But of course, if you need to be doing designing, having that 4,096 levels of pressure sensitivity in the nib, that is going to give you the accuracy you require to create works of art, engineering blueprints, or whatever it is you need to do. So let's have a look at another accessory. And again, an accessory which is probably quite important nowadays in a world of mobility and where people have transformed their spare bedrooms into offices, things like the Surface Dock. So let's have a look at this. And the first thing you notice when we start unboxing it is actually quite weighty. It actually feels and looks a bit like a power brick, and it kind of is, because effectively you plug this into the wall and then this plugs into the side of the Surface here, so just into the proprietary power connection. And then we effectively have this brick here which has all of the connectivity we need to get connected to USB devices or monitors. So thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this video and you got all the information you needed. However, if you do still have questions, please don't hesitate to contact the team at ACS. They'll be able to help you with all your questions around Surface, hardware, and modern workplace solutions.